This is a new pigeon we've got here in South Australia. Some people think that this is spreading the COVID because you touch it and then someone else touches it, so there could be an issue there. But yeah, the pigeon is a topic of hot debate. I think this costs like something like $150,000 Aussie. And interesting, it's got a little collar on it, so it's not a feral pigeon. The artist want to make a distinction. This is not a feral pigeon. This is a pigeon, a homing pigeon from Burnside. We wouldn't have a feral pigeon in the road of mole, would we? It wouldn't be too cool. Yeah, the moles. It's pretty quiet. Still a few people getting around. The vibe's pretty good. It's almost like the last day of school vibe. Remember that? When you go to school and there's hardly anyone there. Teachers more relaxed because they had stressful students to deal with. And yeah, it's pretty casual. Most people are wearing a mask. I've only seen myself and other people not wearing a mask, but yeah, all the homeless people are not wearing masks, me included, and so yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I like the fresh air personally. Fresh air feels good. It's healthier for me. So unfortunately, the audio on this GoPro was horrendous. Too much wind. But I'm just talking about how it's a windy day, and aero bikes in windy days don't feel so stable. But a beautiful day here in Adelaide, South Australia. I was also talking about the police, what a tough job they would have as well. The rules constantly changing, and then the police, in a situation like this, generally people who don't want to be seen, and then that imagine being a police officer. The vibe would be pretty tough. It'd be pretty tough being a cop. I think cops definitely earn their coin. They definitely earn their dollars. I have a family member who's a detective with SAPOL, and it's definitely tough job. You earn your money. You definitely earn your money as a police officer in South Australia, or anywhere for that matter, but definitely South Australia. But yeah, we're just cruising the city now. I'm going to show you the streets. We'll click to that in a second. But you can see behind me, there's just, this is normally quite a busy road. It's one of the main arterial roads in the city. And you can just see there's no one. There's a police car there on the right of the van there. So the police are out just doing their thing. But yeah, there's not much traffic at all. It's very pleasant to ride around. But we do have a good bike lane situation here in Adelaide, and this is Frome Road, so you can sort of see super quiet, just no cars to be around, and we're filming with the GoPro here, super smooth. This is Rundle Street. You can see behind me, just there's hardly any pedestrians, there's hardly any traffic. Rundle Street's one of the main cafe districts of South Australia. And it seems to be like a lot of businesses have closed down. There's one person there, and we're going. So you sort of see the for lease signs in the windows there. A lot of shops still not tough. Not only with online buying, but also the COVID shutdowns. Here in Coles here. Is this flicking for you? It's flicking for me. What's going on there? We have to walk around here. Just to see the stock there. The stock on the shelves pretty good. The milk. People run out of milk. It's an emergency. Keep your protein up. Get your cows here. Make sure you don't run out of cow's milk. Yeah, make sure you don't run out of cows. Drinking cow's milk as a human. It is pretty funny. It is pretty funny. People run out. I remember back in the 90s I ran out of milk one time. And I was like, oh my God, I've run out of milk. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I ran out of cow's milk. I'm a grown man drinking milk from another animal and I've ran out. What am I going to do? It's quite hilarious. The toilet paper was selling out. We're selling out a lot of toilet paper. I was just talking about how the toilet paper is unhygienic. And if you stepped in dog shit, you wouldn't wipe it off a piece of paper, you'd wash it. And that's what we do in Asia. We use bum guns in Asia. I've got a bum gun installed. Mate installed it for me. Here we go. Let's listen.
Something doesn't make sense to me. Just in the supermarket, they're getting my vegan goods. But like you're touching the ATM, you're touching the fridge door handle, maybe you're using a trolley or a basket, you're touching that. So if someone's got COVID, they're just spreading it to everybody in the supermarket. So it's sort of a bit like, if we're going to take COVID seriously, we need to lock down everything and only have sanitized food, delivered to houses by drones or whatever. I mean, but that's not practical. It's just, I don't know, this is just crazy. There seems so many loopholes, so many flaws in the system. It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you, but it makes no sense to me. It's crazy. We're still out outside. We still go to the supermarket and spread disease to each other. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are still in the supermarket every day in South Australia. Hundreds of thousands. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I think it should be a full lockdown or no lockdown. This half lockdown. It's not a lockdown. It's not a lockdown. I've been to go in the supermarkets. getting my COVID dosages, you know? It doesn't make any sense at all. It's crazy.
This little pussycat is a lockdown puss. Boo-boo, hey. What do you think of lockdown, Boo-boo? What's your thoughts? Boo-boo's like, I don't care as long as I get my little cat dinners. Get my little cat dinner. Those little legs. The little lockdown leg. The little loins. The little foots. It's a little deli roll. Boo-boo, gotta get a gym membership. Loses a bit of its insulin resistance. Look at the vascularity, Boo-boo. Get some vascularity back in your little legs.